You ever hear of Sigma males? It's like this whole other category of dudes, man. They're not quite alpha, not beta either. They're just different. And that difference, man, it seems to rub some people the wrong way. It's like they're breaking all these unspoken rules just by being themselves. So today, we're diving deep into this whole Sigma male thing. We're talking about 12 specific reasons why these guys get so much hate. And trust me, some of this stuff is wild. We're talking about independence being seen as arrogance, their need for solitude freaking people out, and a whole bunch of other stuff that just makes you wonder, what's the deal, man? Get ready to have your mind blown, because we're about to unravel the mystery of the disliked Sigma male. So, what exactly is a Sigma male? It's a term that's been floating around a lot lately, but what does it really mean? They're like lone wolves, man. They prefer solitude and independence over the company of others. They don't need a pack. They're comfortable being on their own. Whether it's sipping coffee alone or meditating by the sea, they find peace in solitude. They don't play the social status game. They'd rather march to the beat of their own drum. Hiking through nature or strumming a guitar in the park, they follow their own path. And that's what makes them so intriguing, right? Their independence and self-reliance are captivating. They're not trying to fit in, they're not trying to climb some ladder. They work alone, walk alone, and live by their own rules. They're just doing their own thing, and that can be really attractive to some people. Painting in a studio or getting lost in a book, they immerse themselves in their passions. But to others, it's threatening. Their confidence and independence can be seen as a challenge. It's like they see a Sigma male and they think, wait a minute, you're not playing by the rules. You're not following the social script. You're not supposed to be confident and independent without needing my approval. This defiance of social norms can be unsettling, and that's where the dislike comes in. People whisper, they judge because they don't understand. It's like a challenge to the established order, and some people just can't handle it. They see a Sigma male breaking away from the group, walking against the flow, and it disrupts their sense of normalcy. Here's the thing about Sigma males. They value their independence above all else. They thrive in solitude and find strength in their own company. They don't need anyone's approval, nor do they seek validation from others. They don't need to be part of the in-crowd, and they certainly don't follow the herd. And that self-reliance, man, it can be seriously intimidating to some people. It's like a mirror reflecting their own insecurities. It's like they see a Sigma male doing his own thing, not relying on anyone, and they think, is he saying he doesn't need me? Is he rejecting the norms that I follow? Is he saying he's better than me? This can create a sense of unease and even resentment, and that's where the whole arrogance perception comes in. People mistake their confidence and self-sufficiency for arrogance. But it's not arrogance, man, it's just self-sufficiency. It's about knowing who they are and what they want, without needing external input. They're comfortable in their own skin, they don't need external validation. They find joy and fulfillment in their own pursuits. And that can be a really powerful thing. It shows a level of inner strength and resilience that is rare. But it can also be misconstrued as, oh, he thinks he's too good for us. This misunderstanding can lead to social friction, but that's not it at all. It's not about thinking they're better, it's about being true to themselves. They're just on their own path, man. A path that is uniquely theirs, and that's something to be respected, not resented. Sigma males, they just don't buy into the whole social hierarchy thing. They see the world differently, not through the lens of alpha, beta, or omega. You know, the whole alpha, beta, omega thing. It's like a script everyone else is following, but Sigma males have decided to write their own. It's like they see right through it, man. They understand the dynamics, but choose not to participate in the traditional sense. They're not interested in climbing ladders or playing status games. To them, these pursuits seem hollow and unfulfilling. They're more about genuine connection, about finding their own tribe, even if it's a tribe of one. They value authenticity over approval. They're not trying to impress anyone, they're not trying to fit in. They dress how they want, act how they want, and live by their own rules. They're just being themselves, and that can be really refreshing. It's a breath of fresh air in a world obsessed with social validation. But it can also be confusing for people who are used to operating within those hierarchies. They don't understand how someone can be so indifferent to social rankings. They see a Sigma male not playing the game and they don't know what to make of it. It's like encountering an enigma that doesn't fit into their worldview. It's like, wait, you're not trying to climb the ladder? You're not trying to one-up me? What's your angle? They can't wrap their heads around it. But there is no angle, man. There's no hidden agenda or secret plan. Sigma males are just living authentically. They're just living their lives on their own terms. They find joy in the simple things, in solitude, and in being true to themselves. They're not bound by societal expectations or pressures. They carve their own path, and that's what makes them truly unique. Chapter 4. Solitude is bliss. Why Sigma males love their own company. Sigma males often find peace and fulfillment in their own company. Unlike others who might seek constant social interaction, they thrive in solitude. This preference for being alone is not about avoiding people, but rather about recharging and focusing on personal growth. It's a deliberate choice that allows them to maintain their independence and pursue their interests without distractions. Chapter 5. Nonconformists. Why fitting in is so overrated. Sigma males often challenge societal norms and expectations. They don't feel the need to conform to traditional roles or fit into predefined boxes. Instead, they carve their own paths, guided by their own values and beliefs. This non-conformity is not an act of rebellion, but a genuine desire to live authentically and true to oneself. It's about valuing individuality over conformity. Chapter 6. Self-improvement junkies. Is it self-centered or just driven? Sigma males are often seen as intensely focused on self-improvement. They set high standards for themselves and are constantly striving to become better versions of who they are. Some might view this as self-centered, but in reality, it's a drive for personal excellence. It's about pushing boundaries and achieving personal goals, not for external validation, but for self-satisfaction and growth. Chapter 7. Validation Who Needs It? The Sigma's Secret Weapon. Chapter 8. Relationships. The Sigma's Unconventional Approach. Chapter 9. Lost in Translation. Decoding the Sigma's Communication Style. Chapter 10. Confidence or Aloofness. You be the judge. Chapter 11, Alphas, Betas and Sigmas, a recipe for misunderstanding. Chapter 12, the Sigma enigma, wrapping our heads around the dislike. The Sigma conversation continues. And that's it for today's discussion. Thank you for joining us on this journey to understand the Sigma male. Stay tuned for more insights and conversations. Until next time, take care.